All right, so we just had the first team that filmed the first podcast. It's our first ever podcast of The Porch. Yes, you guys did a really amazing job. How did you guys feel about that experience? What were your thoughts?
Loved it a lot more than having to do an actual test. So the fact that this is our final is really, really cool.
Yeah.
But to speak from like a non-comparative standpoint, like not like, oh, it's better than the final. I think it's cool because it really shows you like how you can voice your opinions in like a different way. You know, not like, oh, only my professor's gonna read this, so I might as well just throw it out and like let it go. You know, I'm gonna pick what she wants to say, so this way she wants to hear it and she's gonna give me an A. So it's like, it's cool because this way other people are gonna hear it. They're gonna hear what we think. They're gonna see how we saw this, and hopefully it inspires them to start doing poetry in a better way.
Wow.
I felt that. I mean, at first it was nerve-wracking, dude. I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was stuttering, and I don't stutter that often. But I feel like once we started to get going, I felt like it just felt like a normal conversation. Like I felt like that was a big thing.
Yeah, I felt like it really did.
Yeah,
It was just a repeat of the study session we
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
I felt like a FaceTime the whole time, you know, like it was nice to not only like hear further than my classmates' opinions of what they thought of like the essay itself, but just like being able to express my own ideas to what it is that we're doing.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes words on paper don't really do it justice. I feel like having that passion to at least talk about it is another level that I guess goes unappreciated in school.
I think for me, the biggest part that I took from it, or from at least the essay at least, was that I got to relate to it. Not only in the way of being part Black, like having that, being feminist, and also just being like a female, identifying as that. It felt like what my struggles were spoken of. So having someone else recognize that and speaking about it, that was really powerful for
And I
me.
feel like putting that on a platform that's
Yeah,
so big
100%.
on a podcast like that, it would also helps bring that to light.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. This is actually really helpful. Just so that you guys know, did I prompt you guys to say any of this?
No.
This is just our thing.
We just got thrown in the corner.
Right? I threw you in a corner. Okay, that sounds a little violent, but
It's all love.
but it's all love. I lovingly threw you in a corner. But this is actually really helpful for me. I'm gonna just record this because I'm gonna use this so that I can make it better for the next class moving forward. One of the reasons why I created this assignment, so it was actually really helpful what you shared, Audie, because one of the reasons why I created this assignment is so that we're not creating assignments that are what we call disposable assignments. So a disposable assignment is exactly how you explained it. You write something, you write it for the professor, is what your professor wants, you think your professor wants to hear, and you don't have a sort of intrinsic value in it. And so the thought was, how can I create something where they could see the connection between why am I reading this, right? Because you are a chem magistry. Did I just say that?
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Like, really? Like, what did I just created? Where did that word come from? You are a chem major, interested in going into med school, right? So, and then Lexi, what's your major? History. Also history. Psychology. So most of you all probably think like literature, poetry. What does this have to do with my life? Correct? And so the idea was to give you all an assignment where you do the things that I want you to learn in literature, but you do them in a way to show me that you know those skills, right? That you've gained those skills to be able to do a close reading, but to do something that would have value for you and for your lives outside of this class. And so I guess for me, how much value did you feel